number 4, guys. RRQ versus ONIC. Dalawa na yung ONIC dito, isa pa lang yung RRQ. Napakaganda ng laban, guys, ha.
And as you mentioned, the Matilda is so good, and this again highlights the
sakit ng ano, no, game 3, no, nakuha nila Lord kaso wipeout. Tapos walang namatay sa ano, ONIC. Lamang na lamang din kasi sa item, eh. Ganun pa rin yung drop nila. Masyado sila nagpo-focus dun sa ban nila. Diba, saka sa prayo nila. Masyado silang basado. Hindi nalalaro masyado yung meta. Ganun na naman. Siyempre, tatanggalin nila Valentina. Pakita na naman first pick.
Sans can utilize it. We've seen how Clay can utilize it, even getting a savage, and I think ONIC Sports, they definitely don't want to let that go. It's too flex.
Nasira pa nga yung cellphone. Sinira pa nga yung cellphone.
Very risky to leave that Valentina open.
Boss YoLo, since defending champion ang PH sa M4, mas malaki ba pressure kasi defending champ sa'yo? Hindi. Hindi yun. Walang pressure, di ba? Kasi bang iniisip mo, parang ano lang yan, parang Leon. Di ba? Leon. Tapos Elepante. Leon, Elepante. Ano pa ba? Leon, Elepante, saka ano ba? Yung bull, di ba? Isipin mo. Bocha, pag sumigaw lang yung lion, ano yung unang iisipin mo? Di ba tatakbo ka? Di ba? Kahit mas malaki yung elepante, pag sumigaw yung lion ng roar, tatakbo yun. Tatakbo yun. Di ba? Kasi iniisip ng elepante, mas malakas yung lion. Takot siya eh. Parang ganun lang din sa Philippines. Diba? Walang pressure yan, guys. Walang pressure. Ba't mapipressure? Tayo yung lion eh.
I really do enjoy the Matilda and the Lilia first two picks. It gives them so much flex later on.
Boss YoLo, yung ginagamit ba nilang cellphone ng Moonton yan or dala ng player? Yan, sana yan. Since nakalaro na rin ako sa MPL, mga idol. Season 1, Season 2. Yung cellphone na ginagamit dyan, guys. Ay, hindi. Oh, sa final. Sa ano pala, sa playoff, sa group stage. Cellphone ng ano yan, ni Moonton. Diba? Tapos yung mga account na gamit nila dyan is wala dun sa server. May sarili silang server. Server mismo ng mga pro player lang. Diba? Sila lang magkaka-server doon. Yung mga pro player lang. Tapos ginagawa nila pag magpapalitan na, ganun pa rin yung ano IGN, mag-change name lang sila. Change name lang, ganun lang ginagawa, change name. Kumbaga parang sa server is merong ano, sabihin na natin 10 player plus yung observer. Ganun yung setup diyan sa MPL. Diba? So yung 10 account, nagpapalit-palitan lang yung mga player. Chine-change name lang nila. Tapos syempre setup ng emblem. Okay, pero focus muna tayo sa drafting, mga idol, game 4. Yan. So Valentina, tapos Birot, pinerspick na naman si Paquito, kinuha na si Bea, tapos Lolita, tapos Lilia Matilda naman tinupis agad dito ni ONIC, tapos Esme na, no? Kaya tinanggal na si Dirot kasi pumik na sila ng Esme. Keyboy and Key are momentum specialist. Sino si Key? Sino si Key?
As we do have a comment here by Rex. Keyboy and Key are momentum specialists.
Hello kay Harley.
Really?
Sarap lagi siguro nung kinakain nito. Oy, shoutout sa'yo, kapatid. Instant na nga lang kinakain natin. Gutom na eh. Gutom na. Baka naman, kapatid.
That's the reason. But they were able to get all the way to the grand finals of M3. ONIC though, Uranus. Man, again, they are really respecting R7. They're really trying to force Paquito to lane up against Esme, right? They want this Paquito to go.
Okay, wala na rin Yura. Anong pwede mong itapat sa ano? Sa Esme. Bene, pwede si Bene. Pwede si Bene, ginagawa ni Blacklist. Hindi mo kailangan makipagsabayan sa Esme. Kailangan mo lang gawin yung magbilis ka mag-clear.
Because otherwise, ONIC Esports, they can actually play that macro game.
Mas mauna ka
ONIC
sa ano,
macro, you're gonna
mas
fight
mauna ka sa
inside the
ESME.
home.
Ganun
What
lang ang
that
kailangan mo.
means- Oh, that's a Lancelot pick.
Pero,
though. So
ewan mo,
the guy
may
back
isip
of
ni
Albert,
RRQ yun. Pwede rin
what
Dragon.
will be the
Pwede rin si
response?
Dragon.
Is it an
Lancelot.
assassin? Is it a fighter? Because assassins don't do well against fighters. Then
Pag
is it a
Lancelot,
possible
assassin,
option?
huwag kang pipili ng ano, hero na lugi yung ano, yung XP mo. Kasi dadalawan ng assassin talaga yun.
Well against fighters, but Albert's Lancelot
Wow.
really played Balman's Kyrie. So I mean Kyrie's Balman.
Tingnan
So,
natin ano kayang pipiliin dito ni ano.
He's only
It's
lost.
Ni Albert.
Yeah, it's Kyrie.
Pakito
He's
na,
only
pwede
lost
pa rin
one
Pakito.
from the Balman. Something
Pakito
he
over
lost
Lancelot.
earlier.
Kaya ni
RRQ
Pakito
Hoshi
yun.
now.
XP na lang, XP na malupit.
I think will be the
Para kay
position.
R7.
I think a Fred
Tapos
would
Phosphor.
definitely work out here for
Ano ba
them,
pwedeng
but they
Phosphor
wanna go for
dito?
something crazy. I know. It's a bit too crazy.
Pwede Kagura, pwede Pars. Uy, Khalid!
That is crazy.
Sinasabayan talaga nila, no?
For the Yeet, the spike going up against an Esme Matilda.
Esme
And
Eve.
Lancelot, that's a lot of dire to go up against. ONIC
Ay, ano pala? Khalid
with the
Eve.
final pick in their draft. They need a goal later. ACW, come on, man. We
Out
wanna
na
see
ba?
something
Hindi,
crazy again.
feeling ko
That's
magpapalit
the
lang ng team yun eh.
only you can
Lilipat
go for.
or
I don't think the Mia would
Lilipat
work here
sila?
because one of the main issues
sama-sama
was,
or hindi ko alam? O buwag na sila? Hindi ko alam, guys.
The reliance of RRQ on engage, but in this composition, as we talked about earlier, the Yeet
Yung
can
iba kasi
match
nang
the
bibait eh.
of the Lilia, so that will no longer be an inherent advantage that ONIC has against RRQ. So now for Annabelle, something with
Ooh.
damage, for sure. They need it.
I really, I'm thinking just the heroes that he's playing, Irithel, Popo and Koopa.
Lord!
Squad up against this comp. There's a lot of CC, like, a lot of like face-to-face CC, from the Khalid. And if you want to go close range up against these monsters, you're gonna have to wait for that win of nature. We'll see if it works out for ONIC Esports. It's a dive comp for ONIC. I guess it still synergizes really well with their composition, but RRQ is the Beatrix. And so far in the playoffs, Beatrix has
Reshare
won
natin no, guys.
against the
Reshare
squad
natin.
every single time.
We'll see how that matchup plays out here because the Beatrix is going to be so much more flexible, right? So he can go long range, close range, everything that RRQ needs depending on situation. And of course, it's a signature pick for Skylar as well. So ONIC needs to be very careful. I think for the most part, it's pretty balanced, but RRQ, I think, have a bit of a inherent advantage. It all, I think, depends on how well Kyrie can play that Lancelot, because that is
Oh,
one of the
Lancelot ni
factors. He
Kyrie,
can
guys.
deny or delete Clay on the E, for example. Automatically, things are different.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dive in for game number 4 into the land of Dawn for RRQ Hoshi versus ONIC Esports. This time, Kyrie
Yan,
on the
Pakito.
killing spree.
Yung Khalid, tingnan natin yung Khalid ha. Kaya naman ni Khalid sa laning si Esme. Lalo sa early game. Level 1, kayang-kaya niyang bugbugin. Lamang si Khalid sa kahit sino namang hero, lamang sa Esme pag level 1. Ayun, balagbag agad si Esme, wala na agad buhay oh. Nakita niyo yung buhay ni Esme. 1/3 agad.
The top side, R7 will have a bit of a sustain advantage right there with the shifting quicksand, and that will allow him to actually match the sustain from Esmeralda for the while at least. And we can see the Keyboy already taking a lot more damage, a lot more fight compared to game number 3 earlier. So RRQ Hoshi, they have a bit more chance to actually match ONIC in the early game department. We'll have to see though, the solo performance from the side lanes will be so critical in
Wala nang kaya na siya ng Esme dito.
ONIC Esports with their composition.
Grabe naman si Gay Boys.
Right? This Paquito should be able
Dinadalawa na
to
yung bottom lane, no?
against the Lancelot, but it all really depends on Kyrie, right? How
Uy!
flexible, how mobile is he on this Lancelot?
Nag-BMI pabalik yung
Here, they just got every single one of us.
Parang wala lang din yun eh, no? Parang wala naman nadagdag sa mana niya. Konti siguro. Pucha, risky.
Almost CW getting chunked very low here as Vin is circling towards that bottom side, helping Skylar a little bit in that lane. But
Okay.
remember, it's
So ang
just
technique ni ONIC, hindi nila pinapa-level 4 yung post 5 nila. Matilda rin lang naman. Si RRQ naman, pinapa-level 4 yung Lolita. Kaso, level 4 na ba sila? Level 4 na. Level 4 na. Tignan natin sino makakuha ng... Ay! Panis talaga! Hindi, Lancelot din kasi. Pero panis talaga.
Man, Kyrie is a
Oh,
menace.
tsa.
What's that retribution? Has he missed a single retribution?
Grabe
He
naman
actually,
talaga
like,
si Kyrie, guys.
ignore, like the percentage.
It's so hot.
Dapat pinupok nila si Kyrie.
Where did this guy come from?
Yung tipong di na talaga ako contest.
Quick answer.
Masyado nag-focus sa turtle eh.
But looking at the emblems here, average on 3 members. They
Lancelot
have to
yun eh,
scale. Scaling
pucha.
on the side lanes is important for them. And this is a bit of what RRQ was doing, right? Strong
Parang
mid lane
dalawa
and double
retry nun
presence,
eh.
But weak presence in the side lane. This is going to be a chance for RRQ to replicate the same outcome that ONIC was able to get. And if you look at the Festival of Blood for R7, he's going to be a lot more aggressive. And we saw the amount of damage he can do if he is left alone with anyone squishy, including Kyrie.
Let's see, once again, it's Kyrie who gets it.
Oy,
He's
flicker.
also gonna be popping that flat shoes. It's Sleepers
Wop,
down.
wop,
Not
wop,
black
wop.
pop.
Walang
Big
tinamaan ng
Kyrie.
ulti.
Able to dash, going for the puncture. Nope, just goes for the Thorn Rose. Woo, disengaging. On an esports down below. CW is looking for that clear. Has the BMI back. Ooh, RQ almost actually caught that, predicted that. Didn't grab it though in the end. Exonic. CW was able to get out. You guys though can grab food with the
Retry God, napunta pa sa NA. Kailan mo ba sa'yo makakalaban pa sa M4?
You can also go.
Si Basic eh, no? Seryoso ba yun? Pucha. Panoorin nga natin din yan.
Don't make the same mistake.
Yes.
Speaking of the same mistake though, RRQ should be a lot better, but now Keyboy, very low and Skylar goes in, forces the flicker, and a big point here, RRQ Hoshi has more crowd control when it comes to those slows, but as the response on esports with 3 sprints, they will be able to move away from that real population a lot more reliably, as RRQ is still maintaining their pressure.
Maingat din si Sans, no? Talagang di siya bumibitaw ng ulti.
From Matilda, they have additional speed with the spells
Sobrang
as well.
maingat din si Sans talaga.
It's gonna be difficult though.
Pag alam niyang di siya mapapatay, di niya bibitaw yung ulti niya.
It depends if R7 lands a massive raging sandstorm. That can actually be a big deal. Luminum Blast as well, but Finn now is the main target for ONIC Esports.
Oh, real world relation. Kyrie still able to get out with the guiding wind. CW gets out with the battle mirror image. Practically a free turtle over to RRQ unless Kyrie
Pucha.
can somehow steal
Pag
this
ito
again,
naagaw
though.
pa ni Kyrie, wala na, hindi na.
Back into his own jungle.
Alam ni Kyrie, di na niya maagaw. Lumiman na eh, lumiman na.
That's gonna be the gold lead shifting a little bit over. Yep, down to equal once again. 100 gold. 1 million.
Grabe si ate, walang face mask.
So, it's still very equal form.
Dapat ganun. Wala nang face mask dapat pag babae.
One for one turtle as well as
Pag lalaki, okay lang. Mag face mask lang kahit mga 10 pa eh.
Second one without too much of a difference in this gold lead. Is there any significance that we should see from the item direction?
Have to see for R7. If you don't pay attention, this man is gonna delete you. But CW deletes a gold buff. He only has the Demon Hunter sword, but he's able to get that. No, Vin is a target. He is still very tanky. Decent amount of items available, but look at Albert.
Ayun na nga, walang face mask.
Happy beat Suns. He's Suns. He's chill in Indonesia. Albert and both ONIC Esports and RRQ right now. I think for both teams, they're happy to actually play it slow, right? They have scaling options towards that late game. CW with that gold buff steal and with the Avarice should be able to actually farm a little bit more efficiently. A good snipe though from Skyler as Vin goes in for the stun, but he was a bit too sustainable to actually die from that kind of poke, or to actually even get taken low by that kind of poke.
This is 3 members though, already setting up from RRQ.
M4. Saan ba yung M4 guys? Philippines ba ang M4?
And shift their focus, but let's see what they can do with it.
Ooh.
Keyboy uses out really well, giving information to CW as well to play a little bit more safely, but you can see the rotation from RQ now as Albert and R7 already here in this bottom side.
RRQ trying to get the bush control.
Oh, Philippines kasi. Pucha, dalawang Philippines yung ano eh.
All these very valuable pickups in the early game in the previous
Philippines
game.
yan, Philippines.
So, they can control the bushes and
Ah, Indo pa rin?
It's something they can do, but look at Boots going in. Is that a mistake though?
Raging storm over. Yeah, not really that much they can really do if it's boost, right? Has sprint very sustainable. That's why ONIC Esports went for
Daya
that.
naman, no?
still, both teams playing it slow, waiting for that objective. No real reason to actually go for fights here without any objectives on board. And here, it's going to be RRQ who actually sets up for it first. R7's looking for that flank. Once again, Sans looking for that opening.
Alright, eto na. Last turtle, last turtle. CW, blazing duet. Ay, tusok ng white turtle dito ni RRQ. Kaso lamang sa clash yata si ONIC. Patay din si si Boots.
A 2 for 1 in favor of RRQ because they stole the turtle. They got the turtle.
Lamang si RRQ doon.
As well from CW.
Man.
Pero kuha ng turtle, nakakuha pa ng isang kill. Maganda rin yung laban ng game 4 pala. Kala ko one-sided eh.
The team with more sustain, the team with more AoE will usually come out on top. CW now with the golden staff, he'll be able to do a lot more damage in those clumped up team fights. Boots and Sarge
Kinakabahan yung mga mother, no?
and more ways to combo.
Yan yung mga support talaga. Yan yung mga masupport na masarap. Nandiyan yung magulang mo.
Power spikes from ONIC Esports are starting to show with the itemization they have also opted for. There is a slight gold lead for RRQ here in the 8th minute, but other than that, things are looking pretty equal. In a sense, RRQ host is able to get a little bit more because they're able to get that tower in that bottom side. And so far, ONIC Esports has not been able to get any trades for that.
No trades, and that's not good for ONIC Esports. They will require vision to set up for those big combos later on. Right now, Kyrie making the big plays.
Oy!
Deleted. Phantom execution. Might as well call it perfect execution when the last spot's on Kyrie's hand. Thorn again. That's the double kill for Kyrie.
Double kill.
He's getting out of the raging sandstorm as well.
Triple kill.
R7 is able to sustain back up.
Hindi, double lang. Masyado ng ano. Kaso nalugi RRQ doon, basag pa yung top. Masyado nag-commit sa mid. Although nakaka-preform naman dito si si Bea. Kaso dalawang lane yung basag rin yung bot, nag-focus na sa mid. Basag yung bot. Alam na ni alam na ni CW babasagin niya yan. Pangit yung nangyari dun for RRQ
And it's a really good setup, seeing that ONIC now, they do want to get this Lord.
Then stunning Keyboy up again. Sustainable Keyboy has that guiding win. Henry Gen as well, but RRQ puts their focus into the mid lane. Getting a little bit of
Conceal, coming from Bean. Claude, patay si Claude.
The damage comes in as well from Skyler.
Uy, nabuhay pa.
With that battle mirror image with the sprint as well.
Nakapag-inspire. Oy! Oh, tiyan, ganda ng guiding win doon. Wala na, patay na yata.
Still able to get out from that one. Boots jumps in. R7 as well doing a lot in the back line.
Ganda ng laban.
will be the one taken down by Kyrie. RRQ.
Grabe si CW doon, no? Grabe yung mga takasan niya doon. Dalawang beses muntik mamatay pero nakatakas pa rin. Buti nandun si Keyboy.
As ONIC Esports, they have their eyes on the prize.
Taba ni Kyrie, guys.
But look at the damage coming from Albert.
A lot of damage. But you can see RRQ's reliance on having a definite engage.
Mahirap kontesin yung Lancelot. Di mananalo si Pakito. Retry, second skill retry lang yan. Oy!
With the steal, he sniped that from across the map!
Oh, tsaka so lamang pa rin ang ONIC. Nakadalawa. Bonus na yung bonus. Bonus na yung Lord. Bonus na yung Lord. Grabe naman si doon, Skylar.
ONIC put 2 tunnel vision on Albert. And you cannot give Skylar room to play on this.
Medyo malaki pa yung buhay kasi ng Lord doon, no? Kaya nagulat din siguro si Kyrie doon.
Nobody expected that, right? ONIC Esports, they just knew that they had to focus on
Albert because he's the one who sniper.
And meanwhile, out of nowhere, Skylar with a perfect runner shot, able to get that away.
Makakabawi si RRQ, nakuha nila Lord eh. Lamang sila sa flow.
Skylar just a huge problem now. One of the best gold laners here in MPL-ID, and these are the reasons why.
With the longer range right here and the Lord, RRQ Hoshi can look to find more value. Keyboy though will be able to escape. The purple buff will be contested.
Oh my goodness, certainly Eagle now by Keyboy. Not really going to be another engage here, but falling star will not catch all of them. And CW jumps in, blazing into it, respect down.
Patay siya.
R7 taking low, taking down. Kyrie jumps in.
Oh, chat,
Burrows.
tumusok na si ano,
Taking
Kyrie.
the back on the
Ubos.
third. Albert going wild. Sans
Hindi, wala.
still able to survive. It's a
Muntikan na
3-for-1.
silang maubos
ONIC
dun.
Esports takes the dub.
3-for-1 trade, completely worth it.
Wala
for
agad yung
Onyx
Lord
here.
eh, no?
And now they are going to be able to hold the gold lead a little longer because of that engage. And here we go once again.
Oh, they don't stop. They don't stop.
So aggressive from both of these teams.
The longer the game goes, the more damage Skylar and Albert will have at their disposal right now. Kyrie is 6-0, but slowly but surely that landslide is going to fall off a bit.
Ayun na, nireplay.
It's a replay by the Samsung Galaxy A series. You see that in the beginning, falling star when a blazing duet combo. You can see R7 tries best to try and salvage that fight.
Nagdive patalon yung ano eh, no? Yung Khalid eh, no?
It's not possible. Lumen on Blast will actually be able
Dive
to
to
strike
death.
everyone, but there's not enough follow-up. When ONIC Esports make the fight this sporadic,
Sobrang dikit ng laban, game 4.
Ocean struggles to let their back line, Clay and Skylar, output the damage they need.
The counter plays from both of these teams are giving you whiplash at this point. What is going on? ONIC Esports now with a 2,000 gold lead. Skylar doing so much damage, Arashi. What are his items?
He has the BOD, but that was from full HP, so it's not even a factor here. The Malefic Roar, though, will allow him to do so much damage to anyone, despite all the antique cuirassiers and the dominant ISIS.
Anong build? Anong build? Tingnan natin.
That's a lot of penetration coming in, and that is something
Naka-damage yung
that ONIC
Khalid.
needs to start
Kaya pala
doing
malambot.
because it really stole the Lord.
Malefic saka ano, Hepta.
Looking at the items for the mage in particular, once this back and forth is happening, the Ice Queen's one and Glowing one, same items for both Sans and Clay, allowing them to have
Healer
the
type
great
din pala
mix
yung
of
Khalid.
DPS, but also that crowd control ability, the slow coming in. For ONIC, they have sprint to counter it.
Malambot lang yung Khalid,
RRQ
pwedeng
Ocean,
bigyan.
They have a lot more dashes, so at this point, it's still pretty much even.
Notice Kyrie's items as well. He went for that penetration item mostly. Kyrie again,
Oh.
using that penetration onto Vin, getting him low. That's a shield down on Esports. Kyrie's actually going to go over to that top side to clear it out. They can actually play this slow. They don't need to take it.
Oy, gagi. Yari na naman yung ulit.
Zone down. No second ability. That's a massive resource.
Medyo makunat.
Now, the knowledge over to ONIC Esports. They have this. They also have that top side cleared out. They can play around the Lord a bit better.
They're going to be able to clear fast though, as you see Albert being able to clear that and alleviate the pressure that once was already placed onto them in that top side. And right now, CW and Skylar are already the same level. But at this point, if both of these teams have both of their ultimates up, who's going to favor in a 5v5 situation?
ONIC Esports has more combos, but RRQ Hoshi, they have a lot more poke damage available. Renner combined with that Eve damage, and especially with that Eve slow, that is a dangerous combo that ONIC Esports are very wary about. They don't stand out in the open just in case the snipes keep landing and they're forced to back away. They're playing in the vision, with the vision in the bushes, trying to make sure that they are the ones making it confusing for RRQ Hoshi, and the macro play allows them to secure a turret. RRQ Hoshi, though, trying and get compensation, but it won't be easy against ONIC Esports.
Again, ONIC Esports.
Dancing.
Yeah, they're fine doing this dance again.
Baliwan lang to, baliwan lang. Pares kasi ano eh.
RRQ can really
Alam mo
do it.
yun?
Guess what? If
3K
RRQ
lang
does
lamang ni
fight back
ONIC
in
eh.
the waves
Tapos
like this,
40K na rin.
they have the edge.
15
They'll always have
minutes.
the edge, right? RRQ though,
Palupitan ng
not just
setup to.
over just like that. They go for the conceal. Good disengage. Good read from ONIC Esports. He's backing up. And again, playing this
Huwag lang
work.
maunahan
It's
talaga
very
si ONIC.
execution is popped in. R7 getting melted down.
Wag,
by
lambot ni
CW in
R7,
the
oh.
lane. Has about the second ability. CW gets out as well. This might be the opening for ONIC Esports to again go for the Lord Dance.
There's a chance for RRQ
Oracle,
to
maganda
slow the
Oracle
away
sa Khalid.
and then use the damage output from the T-Trix to hold the board.
Oracle dominant, solid na yun siya Khalid.
But right now, ONIC are the ones threatening to actually take it away. The action, of course, RRQ Hoshi into a weird fight, and keep your eyes on CW, man. He is gonna be one of the main damage dealers in those big team fights.
Once again, mid-lane control from both of the teams. Kyrie is already rotated over to the Lord. Enhanced Lord here in the 16th minute of the game. Vin, opposition, goes in for a stun.
Gago.
Battle mirror image, and that's going to be a lot of damage placed on
Gago,
Vin.
yari yata si Vin dito.
Just trying to show an RRQ away. Vin's super low. But ONIC Esports decide once again that they do not want to commit. They have that bottom side slow pushing, so they don't really need to
Hindi talaga nila kinukumit yung Lord eh, no? Hanggat di sila lumalamang talaga.
Well, get the better position to actually go for
Ganda yung sure
another
box
Lord
na.
Dance. Because look, slowly but surely, because ONIC Esports have been doing this, the gold lead has actually been rising.
Medyo ilang lang mag-lord talaga si RRQ kasi Lancelot.
Now it's ONIC Esports with 3.5k. The micromanagement of waves.
Hanggat buhay si Kyrie, hindi maglo-lord yung RRQ.
They nearly lost the turret in that top side for it as well.
And bot.
They have to be very
Tamang
careful
bait
at this
lang,
point,
pero hindi
because
naman talaga
if it keeps on
itutuloy.
going, it doesn't matter, like you mentioned, for ONIC Esports,
Malulugi
they get
sa
more space
Lancelot
on the
eh.
board in terms of that tower, and they're gonna
Pag
have
nakita
more
yung
damage
Lancelot,
control because of
titigilan
it.
yung lord.
But now, it seems like RRQ they're gonna start it.
Ayan na.
They need to go for it, right?
Titigilan
It's a
nila
desperate
yan.
play here by RRQ.
Para ka nagbigay ng lord sa Lancelot. Uy! Ano? Blazing duet! Albert, tanggalin mo! Oh my god!
Onto that back
Op.
line. Kyrie looking for plays. No members take him down.
Gago, namatay si Sans.
Skyler.
Okay lang, patay ko si Skyler. Patay
Bea.
Bea.
It's 1-for-1 right now. Alfred getting out, but the damage coming
Uy!
in. Don't stop him.
Gago, natusok pa si
Kyrie
Albert.
down. He's looking for another right now. He's going
Ubos.
to Bin. Doesn't have the puncture just yet.
Ubos.
Goes to the front rows. And that's the kill over the boots.
Lord na, pucha.
But ONIC Esports.
Bad trade, tatlo namatay sa RRQ.
Wow, the way that ONIC Esports played that team fight was so well done. They know that RRQ Hoshi are going to be reliant on
Bad
the
trade,
engage
bad
and
trade.
the damage coming in from Skyler. And Boots was able to just chunk him down up until his
Di pa namamatay si Kyrie, guys, oh.
Boots was
18 minutes, pucha, 7-0.
What? Did they reset the lore?
Oh, they're waiting for the evolved lord to
Wow,
spawn
there
here.
you go. ONIC Esports once again a level a step ahead.
Absolutely cerebral gameplay by ONIC Esports right here. And now Sans with the truncheon, he will be able to buy even more time.
They didn't do it enough, and I think they were initially going for that, but they noticed that the death timers were a bit still too fast at the 18 minutes, so they decided to just, you know what, let's just finish it off. They got back to half HP, but hey, it's still a lord here for
Kaya namang i-det ng RRQ.
Also, cross has been built by Skylar, so in the same
Kaya i-det.
event of
Wala
the
namang
previous
papasok
team
eh.
fight, if the Esmeralda is going to be hounding him, just chasing him down
Esme
like
lang
that,
pantalon
he'll
nila,
actually
pang dive.
survive for a lot longer and maybe even out-sustain the Esmeralda damage because it's not burst by all means. And I think right now, the struggle here is for R7 to match the impact that Boots has been able to do. Bigger engages, tankier, and of course more mobility. The Khalid is getting outperformed by this Esmeralda.
It is. The mobility is the only thing that R7 has on this Khalid in favor of the Esmeralda, but that's even just very close. CW, again, meanwhile CW in the top side.
Gago, masasagad ata.
Now, Skylar on that Bennett is trying to clear the Lord as fast as possible. They do take it away in the end. Only one big
Mabigat talaga matidip. Kaya i-det. May item eh.
Fine job. And
Kahit lamang ng 8K yung ONIC
so hard to
pag ganitong oras na hindi na masyado nagmamatter yan, naka-item na rin din talaga si RRQ. Sino mauubos? Sino makakuha ng Lord? Yan, yung mga lalamang dyan.
So a lot of things are factors here. as
Macro?
to how Hoshi tends to engage on
Dito na yung palakasan ng conceal play.
Look at the players both here, but
Kaso hindi naka-conceal yung yung Matilda pala. Naka-ano tong Matilda? Ano bang tawag doon?
on the items, Arashi.
Ano bang ROM tawag doon? ROM item na yung pag nag-ano ka, nag-skill ka na may heal. Yan. Or armor, may heal.
Running out of
Yan.
mana to deal with because he's been spamming out so many spells trying to open up the bushes.
Yung second skill ni Matilda.
For RRQ Hoshi. So in the next fight, I'm not quite sure.
Malaking bagay yung second skill ni Matilda. Parang second skill rin ni Rapa. Dahil sa dahil sa ROM
They
item.
already know that CW and Kyrie, they want to get close, right?
Favor daw,
There's no need for them to
favor.
chase in that
Oh,
far
yung favor
for
pala,
the members
favor.
of ONIC Esports.
Favor,
But now with the goal
Rome.
advantage, it's a completely different story. They might not even be
Naka-favor
able
to si,
deal
si
with diving into
Keyboy.
the backline. 7-0-3, level 15. Maybe if they delay the game long enough, then this goal difference will start
Para may
making
heal.
less and less of a difference. But the
Yung second skill.
For Clay, understanding the amount of shielding available for ONIC Esports.
So may conceal play lang dito si RRQ.
And I was about to say that, Arashi.
Kaya naman eh, no? Hindi lang sila maka-setup talaga eh.
Have little to no impact again with everyone having those full
Hindi
items, but
maka-setup si
R7,
Keyboy.
this is it.
Pucha,
This is the
naka-ano lang tong mga to.
on a signature hero.
Naka-sprint. Sprint leaguer, wala naman naka
They're going to
Fury.
have to contest for the Evolved Lord because I don't
Hindi nila mahuli rin eh, no?
I can see them defend this, but I don't think they're gonna be able to save those last
Hirap
two
din sila sa
bases
metap
if
talaga.
ONIC gets the Evolved Lord this time.
Oh,
They're trying to go in, trying to actually scout for information. Vin has been able to come into the danger zone But for the most part, the lower half of the map is still under
Maiilang na sa top yan. Butas yung top eh.
And RRQ Hoshi, they're struggling
Matic
because
minus
again,
1 yan.
anyone they jump on,
Siyempre di mo kayang ano, yung top. Pero sa bagay, Esme lang naman, Mitch. Hindi naman malakas pumush yan.
And the Lord, given this late stage of the game, is gonna be very, very tight.
Kung ako kay R7, di ko na ano yun, di ko na... wala na Lord. Lugi na. Dati di na pumunta dun si ano, si R7. Hindi naman mapupush na Esme yan eh. May lalabas naman na flow. Ayan na. Wala na si R7. Hindi, nakaabot pa rin. Nakaabot pa rin naman. Yan. Pero kung ako yun, nahayaan ko na yan. May lalabas naman na clips na ano, 22-10. Kayang idip ng clips na wave yan. Kaso naiilang talaga oh. Iniiwan na ni R7. Dito naman yung Claude eh. Yun na, lugi na. Lugi na. Mali si R7. Dapat din niya na, nayan yun lang yung top. Napatay ito Lay Skylar. Nakuha ta Lillard. Nailang masyado sa top. Hindi niya naman na-clear na maayos.
Winner Truncheon as well, but will be taken out. He has the immortality. R7 goes in for the damage, but it will not be enough to save Albert. ONIC Esports once again.
Ayun yung gusto ng ano eh, ng ONIC, mailang dun sa top eh. Pag nailang sa top, may ano, Matic 5v4 eh. Lamang na agad ONIC eh. Nabait si R7 dun sa top.
3 for 1, ONIC looking to get match point.
Will they be able to defend this one, right? Two members left standing here for
GG na yan,
RRQ
pucha.
Hoshi, with
Kaya
brilliant
pa ba?
plays from Boots in particular. He was
Lolita
taken
Ib lang
down,
eh.
but I do believe it was worth it to trade for a gold laner. As you can see, Kyrie going in for an
Tangina.
engage.
Kyrie
Tower lock.
stacking
Wala
up
na,
to go
GG
for the
na.
base. ONIC Esports with match point.
Langit tong macro nilang RRQ dun sa
One
ano.
game away
Dahil sa top.
from the title.
Di namatay si Kyrie no? Di namatay si Kyrie.
The way ONIC is able to maneuver around, avoid fights, yet somehow stay in range to actually deal damage, that is something that RRQ has shown to be unable to do.
Nailang ang kuya.